Hi there. Last night, the 2026 federal government budget was handed down, and obviously there were some pretty significant tax changes that have been slated. This video, I'd like to talk about the capital gains tax measures that they've talked about changing. Now, firstly, let's consider the problem that the government is trying to solve here. They say it's about housing. It's about helping home buyers, owner-occupiers and migrants get into houses. They say it's about fairness. But when we look at these capital gains tax changes, I think we need to be very careful. From 1 July 27, the government proposes to replace the 50% discount with an inflation-based system similar to the old days. Further to this, they say that there will be a minimum of 30% tax on realised gains. While this also impacts shares and other asset classes, for this video I'm focusing on property. Now, in plain English, if you sell an investment property after these rules come in, the tax outcome is very likely to be worse than it is now. Because if someone owns a property with a large unrealised capital gain, what are they going to do? Are they going to sell and cop the tax bill? Or are they going to do everything they possibly can to hang on to that property? I think the answer is pretty obvious here. People will hold. They will look to pass down to the next generation. They will look to refinance or structure around it. They will do anything they can to avoid triggering the tax bill. And this is the problem. If investment property owners stop selling, this does not help home buyers. It doesn't magically create more houses. It doesn't put more established homes on the market. It may actually lock more property away. So let's call it what it is. It's a tax grab dressed up as housing reform. And who gets hit? Not necessarily the properly wealthy. The people who are often hit are the ones who have to sell. Good, honest, hardworking Australians. People who have worked, saved, bought a property to try and build toward their retirement nest egg. People who now may be under pressure from these rising costs, inflation, interest rates, or changing family circumstances. These are the low-hanging fruit. And plenty of these are probably the very people this government claims to represent. So let's look and think very clearly about what they are saying they're trying to achieve versus what this poorly thought out policy will actually achieve. If the policy makes people hold onto investment properties rather than sell, then it doesn't help owner-occupiers and migrants get into homes. It raises more tax from those who are forced to sell. This is not housing reform. This is punishment dressed up as fairness. Now, I can assure you, I did not vote this government in, but I love this country. I love the idea of fairness and a fair go. It is one of the basic principles that has built this country. But this policy has nothing to do with that, nor improving housing accessibility for those who it's intending. I'm TC. That's my 2 cents.